Thanks for your support as a channel member, Optics! Sport is all about taking the big opportunities when they present themselves to you. Today I'm hoping to do exactly that because midway through a recording session we've been handed a golden chance to win AHGP's first race of the 2027 season. Let's see if we can take it. Hello folks and welcome to a brand new episode of F1 Manager Creator Team here with AHGP. And here we are ready for the Singapore Grand Prix. We're not on the cusp of the weekend, we are ready to start the race because we've locked out the front row. I was pre-recording a couple of episodes, so we did Baku and I also started Singapore. And well, when we locked out the front row I thought, hang on, I can't just pre-record this, I have to show you all of this race essentially, not all of it, I'll edit the bits that you don't need to see out, but I thought, you know, this has to be an episode. So here we are, first and second on the grid. Pulse Potato is ahead of his teammate Lewis Hamilton. Justin Inakaitis is actually third on the grid because in a weird Q3 we had a wet session, and sometimes this happens on the game. When you have a wet session, half the grid doesn't go out. I think there was only 5 drivers who set a time, and we ended up fastest of all. So some of our biggest rivals are behind us. The 2 Ferraris were eliminated in Q1. So the fastest team are going to be fighting their way through traffic. So it's a massive, massive opportunity. You might be asking what happened to Baku, what happened to us in Baku? Well, we had a iffy qualifying, 7th and 8th, but there was an early safety car on lap 18. And we were going to do a 2-stop, so we stopped a little bit earlier. Then we had some great pace on fresher tyres. After our second stop, Pulse Potato was chasing down the leaders, and he was about to pass Antonelli for the lead. They had a collision. Pulse Potato got slapped with a 5-second time penalty for that collision. I'm not happy about it, and there's nothing I can do about it, sadly, but it was, yeah, I think the race was kind of robbed from us. Pulse Potato could have had a podium still, but there was a late red flag, and that meant he finished 7th. Lewis did finish 3rd though, so yeah, it was quite the race, but hopefully right now in Singapore we can put that right for Pulse Potato. He was denied a brilliant win in Baku, but now he's back on form, so hopefully we can convert this front row start into at least a double podium, maybe even a 1-2. So let me just run you through the strategy. We're going light on the tyres all the way through. It was quicker to do that than to go standard, weirdly. Obviously you keep more life in them, of course. We've underfueled both cars with the aim of getting away from everybody else, the fastest teams at least, while they're bottled up behind slower cars. And yeah, it's a 2-stop strategy. Let's get to the grid and see if we can turn this great qualifying into a victory. Okay, the lights are coming on. 4 red lights, 5 red lights. The lights are out, the race is on. They were not held for long. And let's have a look at how our drivers are getting away off the line. Justin is making a good start. Everyone in the top 12 on soft tyres. So they'll be doing a similar strategy to us, at least to start with. Verstappen could be a threat from 16th on a set of mediums, but we have retained the lead in the opening corners of this race, and we're trying to pull away from those behind. Justin already a second back. He can do a great job for us by blocking everybody's path. There's George Russell in the Williams in 4th. Iwasa battling it out with the Red Bull of Sainz. So some quick cars stuck in the lower half of the top 10. But we, importantly, are already, with Lewis and Pulse Potato, clear of DRS threat from Justin. So he can't bother us right now. Sadly for him, he has to deal with everybody else. Although he's actually pulling out a gap on Russell. So Justin's got some pace as well. Maybe we can take him with us. We've got an immediate red flag here. I've just looked across to the camera that's not over there. It's now here. New office setup. First recording in the new house. Here's Iwasa and Piastri colliding and causing a red flag. Okay, well this throws a spanner in the works, doesn't it? Because I wasn't wasn't banking on a red flag. Let's see what tyres we have available. Lewis has got himself into the lead. We do have 2 new sets of soft tyres to go to. I'm wondering if we just bolt on a set of mediums here, because we could also stick on a set of hards and run to the end. I don't want to restart on the hards. Let's go mediums for Lewis, and we'll go mediums for Pulse Potato, who's only got 1 set of fresh, unused softs to go to. But you could go back to this set. They're only 93%. Well, they've got 93% left. They should be fine for a second stint, but let's go with that. That's 2 drivers eliminated from this race. And we we remain on the front row as the lights illuminate again in Singapore. 5 red lights. The lights are out. The race is on. Let's well, everyone's deploying. That's good. Let's attack on the tyres. Get everything up to speed. We have retained the top 2 positions. Good news. A lot of drivers have switched to the hards. Interesting call. So I will go away and rejig the strategy. We need to pull away once again from Justin. Sorry, Justin. We'd love to take you with us, but you need to keep up. And you mustn't bring Russell with you either. Or Signs. They are a danger to us. Pulse Potato will be looking to find a way back past Lewis Hamilton. Going to let them scrap it out because, well, yeah, they both deserve a shot at the win. Lewis denied in Monaco and Pulse Potato denied in Azerbaijan. So, yeah, they both deserve a victory. Only one of them can win today. Hopefully one of them will win today, but I'm going to let them fight it out for now. Maybe once we get to sort of 10 laps to go, if we're still in this position, I'll call it off on lap 53. Whoever's ahead by then will have the benefit of team orders. Start of lap 6, we have pulled a 2-second gap back to Justin. He has got a little bit of a buffer over Carlos Sainz. Our drivers have swapped and re-swapped positions. There we are. There's Justin in the background. Pulse Potato with the DRS open, looking for a move on his teammate. I've not given team orders, but I've told them low overtake aggression. So hopefully that means that they are less likely to crash, because we really don't want that to happen. What does that mean? Chance of overtake is lower. Risk of spins, risk of collisions, also down. Okay, good. So we don't want them crashing into each other, but we don't mind them fighting. That's fine. We are conserving fuel at the moment because neither of our drivers currently has enough to get to the end, but that lack of weight is enabling us to pull ahead of Justin. So we're going to continue doing that. Almost 3 seconds the gap. Here's the strategies now for both drivers. Pulse Potato will undercut his teammate onto a set of mediums, while Lewis will run longer and then switch to softs. He'll have 2 sets of softs to the end of the race. Pulse Potato 1 set of softs after his medium tyres. They're side by side behind all of that. Let's jump on board with Pulse Potato. He'll have DRS over the pit straight, and he will surely take the lead here. And he does. Lovely move. And the tyre wear, Pulse Potato slightly better off, just for the moment. But there we go. We are retaining P1 and P2. We don't want to lose too much time, though, and let our opposition in at all. As Hamilton retakes the lead. There you go. They're seamlessly swapping positions, which is good. I'm going to keep an eye on Justin's pace, make sure he doesn't get too close, because he's currently got Sainz. Oh my gosh, we've got another red flag. Now what do we do with strategy? Who's crashed now? Zhou has crashed. Good one. Both Hasses are... It's the same corner as well. This corner is a red flag generator, it seems, on this game. Albon is the Alpine involved. Here we go. It's going to be exactly the same. Car forced over the curbs and then doesn't yield, hits the inside wall. Both drivers are out. It's a red flag fest, everybody. Alright, here we go. 3rd time this evening for a restart. I've kept the same tyres on. I didn't see any reason in changing. Everybody else has put fresh tyres on, so that's fine. Let's get everybody up to speed. Oh, we've just dropped to 3rd with Pulse Potato. He's fighting off Justin, who's on to a set of hard tyres now. So now we could actually try and really pull away from him. I'm going to say to Pos Potato to sit behind his teammate. We need to get away from this lot and rebuild our cushion, because we're going to be under threat from all of their strategies. I don't even know what strategy they're running now. It's just going to be stop when you need tyres, find a set that will give you some speed and go from there. Already 1.7 seconds clear on this third restart lap, or second restart lap, third lap after a start, and Lewis Hamilton leads Pulse Potato by barely a car's width as we charge onto lap 10. Right, what I wanted to avoid has happened, and it's because Justin's on hard tyres. Lando Norris and Carlos Sainz have escaped the pack, and they are now breathing down our necks. So they're on fresher tyres, although Lando's on softs. They will wear out fairly quickly. The idea is to sort of run the same strategy as before and just see where we end up. It's been a bit of a crazy race. I'm going to say Pulse Potato can now fight his teammate. Although, yeah, we'll let them fight. We'll let them fight because Lando's going to be here as well. If one can take the lead and pull us away, please don't crash. God, the red flags that we've had in this race already, I really don't want any red flags caused by us. Lando's here, he wants to win, and we don't want to let him. So we're going to keep a keen eye on all of this, and hopefully we can get 4 or 5 laps through this race without someone causing a red flag. That would be nice, but let's see how we go. Pulse Potato under pressure from Lewis Hamilton. They're side by side through the chicane into the final corner. Lando's right on our gearbox. He's going to come through. No, Lewis defends, actually just dive bombs his teammate, and it's all go. It's all happening. Lando's tyres are quickly wearing out to the point where they're matching ours. Oh, that was tight, and now they're all on us. The top 6 are now just one big train. Fantastic. Pulse Potato, actually going to ask you to not fight your teammate, hold position, and let's see if we can pull away. Lewis doesn't have to look after his fuel quite so much now. Pulse Potato can sit in behind and save fuel. I think we might have this under control. Right, we have a problem. Lando Norris has overtaken Pulse Potato. Pulse Potato diving back down the inside at the red flag corner. Looks like he's got the move done, but Norris on the soft tyres gets the move done, and now he's going for Hamilton. That's a problem. We're about to lose the lead, it would seem. Round the outside goes Norris. He has the bit between his teeth. He wants to lead this race and win it, but he's given us DRS, so we have it back. Come on, we're back in the lead. We need to just manage our way through this. Everything will be fine because we're on better tyres for the longer term. I'm not sure what on earth they're going to put on Norris's car after this. Sainz is sticking his nose in where it's not wanted. This is because we're having to conserve fuel. Pulse Potato's falling down the order here. Going to have to pick up his pace, see if we can move him back up this train. Hamilton defending from Norris and making life difficult for the West Country boy. And we retain P1. Only lap 16. There has been more happen in this race already than in some Monaco Grand Prix. So we've still got so far to go. I don't even know what to show you. But hopefully we'll keep you up to date with everything. Right, Carlos Sainz has just got through and we need to get past Lando Norris. He's holding us up now. We need to put Lewis on medium overtake aggression. Round the outside he goes. Thanks very much. And see you later, Lando, because his tyres have now hit their sort of cliff. Pulse Potato has a wearing ERS. I might have forgotten to change his components before qualifying. That's an oopsie, but hopefully we can keep him up to speed. It should be okay. It's not saying anything that we need to do, so we'll just manage it as best we can. We need to pick up Hamilton's pace because Sainz has just disappeared. He's now 2.5 seconds up the road. He's on better mediums, but we've got a fresh set to which we can turn.
So
Battery empty for Lewis. We've not quite got out of DRS range to Norris, and Justin now moves up into third place on his hards. Pulse Potato down in fifth. He's now behind Norris, who's also got DRS. Can he find the way through to turn one? No, he can't. Hamilton under pressure from Justin. Sainz has checked out. I don't like this. I really don't like this. Here comes Justin for second place. He's bullied his way. Oh my, the red flag corner of doom. We are losing so much time with this battle. So much time. It's unbelievable. It's just side by side everywhere. This is not smart, lads. This is not smart. Who's got DRS? It's not us. Great. Justin to P2. We're now 4.5 seconds off of Carlos Sainz. That was a terrible, terrible sequence of corners for all of us. Pit stop time for Pulse Potato. His mechanical problem has got a little bit worse, so his pace won't be as good as it could be, which is annoying. It also means we don't get as much benefit from deploying the battery. Fresh set of medium tyres for Pulse Potato. It's a major ERS fault. That is not good news. What's it saying? Reduced charge rate examined after the session caused by curbs and its condition. It's now basically what it means is we're going to take more time to harvest energy, which is why we harvest loads on this lap and we're now at 0%, which then means we don't have as much to deploy. Lewis Hamilton are bringing him in a little bit early. Let's do that. Optimal pit stop lap. The two Mercedes have found their way through. We are now 10 seconds off the lead. So our strategy might not quite be working out as hoped. Pulse Potato now behind Kimi Antonelli. The Ferrari's quick, so we need to... If we can tag along with it, that would be great. But I'm not sure we will have quite enough pace to do that. Justin, by the way, has closed to within 2 seconds of the race leader. Here comes Lewis Hamilton. Let's see how his stop goes. He's into the box. 2.3 second stop. Will he be ahead of his teammate? No. He'll be behind him on the track by some 3 seconds. And Pulse Potato has got himself tagged onto the back of Kimi Antonelli, trying to find a way through. Let's get the battery topped up. We've just lost that. We're going to lose touch here with Antonelli. That is frustrating because Sargent is in the way. And there you go. He is superbly slow. Brilliant. Right, we might have got ourselves into potentially the net lead of this race because Carlos Sainz has just stopped and he is well behind Lewis Hamilton. It's some 7 or 8 seconds. So the amount of time we've made up is maybe 15, 16 seconds on Sainz. That's the amount of time that he's lost being on old tyres while we're on fresher tyres. Pulse Potato currently P6, trying to close up to the back of Lando Norris, who had got ahead of us because he stopped early. The undercut powerful here in this race. We are still 16 seconds off of Verstappen, but he has got to stop again. He will then probably run to the end on whatever tyres he puts on next. Justin is still in P2, but he's 4 seconds slower than Verstappen last time round. That is the difference between a grippy soft and an aging hard tyre on this circuit. We could deploy this battery with Lewis, I think, and then try and pull away. We're going to have to use Pulse Potato, who started on pole position, as a bit of a blocker, I think, for Carlos Sainz, who's going to be charging through. Can we get away from Norris? I don't think we did quite in time. Let's deploy this battery, see if we can pull the gap on the McLaren driver and see if we can get away. We could be in for an unlikely win. We could still yet not even finish on the podium. I don't think Pulse Potato is going to be able to stand on the rostrum today. Car has just is just going to be giving up on him, I suppose. He's really struggling to regenerate any battery power. As you can see, we're just hovering at really low figures, which means he then loses time around the rest of the lap, sadly. We have pulled a gap to Norris and left him behind. It's now 3 seconds to the McLaren, and we are closing in on the leader. Lewis Hamilton has just taken the lead of the race because he's passed Kimi Antonelli. Let's have a look at the replay. And while you look at that, Max Verstappen has gone into the pit lane as well. That's a nice move. We get it blocked a bit by the motorways. We force Antonelli off track. Hope he got a track limits warning for that. So that should be added to this game, which would be pretty cool. I'm actually recording this on the day that pit lane starts become a thing. So we're going to do some experiments with those. That should be fun. How are we looking at the moment? Where's Verstappen? He's gone out on another set of softs, as will we be doing so shortly with Lewis. He's a couple of laps away from a pit stop, which is looking pretty good for us. If we can have a tyre advantage on Verstappen, we might be able to hunt him down and snatch a potential win. But Sainz is going to be a threat as well. He's going to probably go to the end. Antonelli is in, undercut powerful, so we're going to attack on our tyres, use everything that's left of them, and then we're going to come out and hopefully chase down a Singapore victory. Lewis Hamilton is making his way to the pit lane. He has an 18.6 second lead over Verstappen, who is right behind Pulse Potato, who's heading to the pit lane as well. Pulse Potato slowing the Ferrari driver down as much as he possibly can. Sainz takes the lead. He's running to the end with 15 laps remaining. 2.4 second stop. And Hamilton pops out in 7th place. He is about 5 seconds. Well, actually, he's about 8 seconds behind Verstappen. Justin is still on those hard tyres he took the 3rd restart with. I don't know what Mercedes are doing, but it's not helping Justin's chances of getting a podium. Norris also needs to pit, so we need to pass a couple of hard tyre runners in. Well, we've just passed Russell actually. There we go. Good start. We need to pass Pourchaire, then catch Verstappen and Sainz. 15 laps to go. So it's all go right now for us at AHGP. Pulse Potato doing his level best to get his car to the end. So Justin's still out on those tyres and losing all the positions. What are Mercedes doing? What are Mercedes doing with that strategy? Lap 55, we are inching our way to the conclusion of this race. Lewis Hamilton still chasing down the leaders. Verstappen also chasing down Sainz. So we're not really making inroads on Verstappen at the moment. We are making inroads on Sainz though, to the tune of 2 seconds a lap. Pulse Potato moving through the points scoring positions at the moment. He's just passed his title rival from last season and former teammate Paul Aaron, who's on hard tyres. They are not the tyre to have this evening. We run this race exclusively on medium and soft compound tyres, so we're doing the Creator Series strats. Hard tyres are banned at AHGP, it seems, for today, and we're still making it work. So we could yet, with Pulse Potato, finish P5. So considering the technical issues he's got, that would be a decent result, I suppose. Lewis, a podium looks nailed on as long as he gets to the line. That should be fine. Just don't crash. And yeah, it's which step on the podium? Will it be first? Will it be second? Will it be third? Looking like probably second if we can catch Sainz in time. Pulse Potato now up into 6th position. He's just passed Esteban Ocon. Good stuff from him. And he's closing in rapidly on George Russell. Just a couple of laps to go then here for the Singapore Grand Prix. We are not going to catch Verstappen. There are not enough laps to go. He got a nice undercar on us, built a good cushion. We've just gone aggressive on the tyres for a few laps to close the gap down. We're going to hopefully snatch second from Sainz. We've got just enough fuel to recover. We've recovered just enough fuel to finish the race. Pulse Potato into 5th place. He's pulled a healthy gap on Russell. Good from him. Very, very pleased with his performance. Lewis now attacking on the tyres. Let's see if we can steal 2nd place from Sainz on the final lap. I'm sure we will. Hopefully Verstappen has an issue or something on the final tour. Let's jump on board with Lewis Hamilton. as we go onto the final lap. DRS activates.
So one more lap.
And through goes Hamilton. There we go. It's 3.2 seconds to Verstappen. Let's... we might as well deploy an attack on the final lap. See what we can do.
Gap 3.2.
Let's see the overtake from off board first. Or overhead. There we go. Nice little move. Easy enough with DRS. And more grip on the tyres. And we were never going to be missing out on second place there. Although Sainz is still right on our tail. Hopefully we can gap him through this middle sector. And we should be clear of DRS threat. Verstappen, I think, has put the hammer down on this lap as well. We're not closing in on him particularly quickly. It's now 3.3. We're out of battery, but that doesn't matter. We're going to come up short again. What an opportunity it was to win the race. The red flag chaos didn't help. But, you know, second place is still a fantastic result. Maybe we could have won it with Pons Potato had we had better luck with the technical problems. But Lewis Hamilton takes a very nice P2. Sadly, Verstappen and Ferrari triumph once again. Pons Potato, let's see him across the line before we conclude the episode. What could have been, hey, for our young starlet, but here he comes for 5th place, a good recovery, and a crazy race, and Justin gets P6. There was definitely a podium on offer for him had Mercedes pulled the pin with the soft tyres earlier. He could have followed us through the pack, and he could have had Sainz on the final lap as well, I'm sure. But anyway, I don't run Mercedes anymore. I run this team, the purple and blue of AHGP, and we're on the podium again, which is it's great stuff. So Max Verstappen goes up 16 places from his 17th on the grid to win the Singapore Grand Prix. 25 points for him, 18 for us, which is good news because Aston Martin only scored 1 point. Let's see what that does for the Constructors' Championship. We're now 45 points behind Aston. We can get 3rd place, you know, this season. If we have a really strong final few races, we will definitely be able to snatch that 3rd place despite their 2 wins this season. We have got 7 podiums, they've got 9. I'm not quite sure how we're managing to do this, to be honest, but we are going to give it our best shot in stealing it. Pons Potato now up to 7th in the Drivers' Championship. Lewis in 6th. There's a difference of 65 points. I don't think Lewis has been 65 points better than Pons Potato this year, but the DNF in Austria, you know, the misfortune with qualifying and things like that, it's just not quite working out for Pons Potato, which is a shame. Justin on the cusp of the top 10 now. He started to pick up his form for Mercedes. Ollie Behrman has finally got some points to help him in that respect. Where are they now? They're 7th. But that is far from where Mercedes wish to be. But AHGP are on the rise, and that win is coming. We just need Ferrari to slip up a little bit more, and we will be in there to grab it. Well, sadly, we couldn't quite grab that victory. The opportunity was there, though, and we gave it our best shot. The red flag chaos really didn't help. Maybe we should have put the hard tyres on and ran long. But anyway, that's motor racing. You make your choices, and you have to make the best of it. But if you enjoyed that episode, leave a nice big thumbs up on the video for me. Subscribe for more F1 Manager content coming very, very soon. I'll see you in the next episode. You're the best fans. It's bye for now.